Hello everyone. Thank you for coming on board to listen to this conversation. So today I am joined by a wonderful person who has a lot of influence in the real estate field, and this is someone who most people would refer as a real estate prophet. Why? Because when he sees a dream, he can tell how far that is going to get. And this person has changed not lives but communities of this area, and that is the place we call Ngong now. He is someone who has been here for so many years, and he has a lot of experience on how the area has transitioned. And today he comes to tell us more about this property that we are discussing about today. One of the most amazing things is that he has sold more land than there are wildebeest in Masai Mara. Guys, together, welcome Mr. Reuben Kimani to my show.
Thank you.
Karibu sana Reuben.
Asante. I'm
So
glad
good to have
be
you here.
Yeah.
Thank you for creating time.
Thank you for seeing it worth to invite me to your show.
We are more than happy to have you.
Yeah.
And part of the things that most people would want to ask, and I know most people, of course, know you, especially those in the real estate sector, but just a small introduction about who you are and maybe your career, something just about yourself.
My name is Reuben Kimani. I'm the board chairman and Username Properties and Username Sacco, formerly the CEO and co-founder of Username Properties. I think that was 1.5 years ago. Reuben is an ambitious person. I'm a dreamer. I believe in the possible. If I see something and I see opportunities, I'm a risk taker. I'm not afraid of going inside with all my legs and working very hard to make it a reality. I like reading books. I like, just like any other person, I also like running. I'm an award-winning entrepreneur, I think, in real estate. I'm a former engineer and many other things. But today we are here to tell you about opportunities, how to take advantage of them, about real estate. And I'm glad that Gabriel found it fit to invite me in this conversation. I would like you also to benefit from our talks, from the work that we do. And I hope by the end of this conversation, you'll have something to take home. You'll have something you can do to change your life, to build a home, to do an investment. That is my wish for us today. Okay. So thank you so much for inviting me, and I'm really excited to be here.
Thank you as well for creating time. I know you have a lot to handle, but you have created time to be with us here today. So it's something that I really appreciate. So I want to throw it back a little bit. Maybe 5, 10 years ago, the time that you first ventured into Ngong. When you breathe the breeze here right now and feel and see how the area has developed and changed, how do you compare it with when you first came to Ngong?
It was nothing like this. Let me start from there. I remember when we started Username Investment, we were looking for projects. One of the things that we did, we decided to go to many areas. One of the places we came is here. I've basically, because of the work that we do, I've gone to so many areas in this country. So I remember we went to Kikuyu, we drove all the way with one of our agents. We went to Nacho area, then we came using the back route all the way back to Ngong. And when I came here, I kind of saw something together with my co-founders. We saw something of a big opportunity to make this a residential corridor. And I used to say this, you see the way we have, the way Kitengela came into being, the way Rongai came into being, Thika Road, Joska, all those places, I saw another Kitengela, another Syokimau, I saw another Joska here in Ngong. Why? Because number one, this area was, in terms of proximity to Nairobi, it was about 35 to 40 kilometers. Then I said, Thika is 42 kilometers. Rongai is about the same distance. Kitengela is the same distance. Joska is the same distance. But this area, which was not exploited, same distance, but the plots were going for a very small, very low price. Just to give a perspective. Remember the first project we did, and Gabriel is testament to that, we were selling at 149,000.
Sure.
Do you know the same distance from the city, and I used to tell customers, the same distance from the city, you buy a plot in Kitengela for 3 million. Thika was even almost 3 to 4 million. You go to Rongai, the same. I used to tell customers, can you see that opportunity? Of course, we did not have the tarmac that we have. We did not have SGR that we have. We don't have all these homes. That is a big home. There's a home just behind us. There are very nice homes here.
Sure.
There's a big road here. I mean, we did not have all those things.
Yeah.
But when I went to the government plans, we have Vision 20 that we used to have a map in the office, and Gabriel is aware about that. We just tell people there are all these roads that are coming. Basically,
up.
what we saw was a big opportunity.
Yeah.
On behalf of our customer. We believed in it. Like I said, I'm someone, if I see an opportunity, I'm not afraid to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
So that's what we did. We saw a big opportunity. The other thing is the breeze. And I think for those who are watching this, basically you can hear a bit about the wind.
Yeah.
The breeze, those are
the
views of Ngong Hills. You see those
windmills?
Those windmills.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, imagine waking up to this view in the morning or in the evening in a very nice place. And also, this area is very calm, by the way. I remember one of our first projects was called Ngong Breeze because of the breeze, basically. And I think once we were able to explain to our customers what it means by investing in this place, our projects were moving very fast. So we saw a dream, we saw a vision. Other people saw gazelles, other people saw antelopes and giraffes and bushes. We saw a dream to make this place a place where people can call a home. And testament to that, 9 years later, thousands of customers have built homes. We have sold almost 5,000 plots in this area alone.
Yeah.
You can imagine that numbers. So we are happy to have impacted our customers. We are happy that our customers believed and trusted in us. And we are happy to be here to do a good job. And here we have a project. I know you'll be talking about it.
Sure, exactly. Now, when you take it back to the many years and when you first came to Ngong and the dream you saw, you did a site visit, I want to believe, with some customers who are interested.
Yeah.
I happened to have an old photo of you with your customers. I want to show you. Tell me.
With some snacks.
Yes.
I don't want to talk about this, but this is nostalgic. I don't know whether you can zoom it for the camera for people to see, and you might find it online.
Yeah.
What people don't know is that I'm currently a board chairman, and you can have big titles. But when we started, we used to do everything ourselves. We used to be the salesman. I used to be the receptionist. And before Gabriel came, and actually, before Gabriel came, he's one of the best sales managers that we have. He has been a best performer for many years, and I think he has been the best employee for many years. I thought I'm the one who can sell most. I think these guys came, and I realized I can't compete. Anyway, this is a very interesting reminder of where we have come from. These are some of the few customers who believed in us. And I'm not talking about a few customers. When I say a few, I'm talking about hundreds and thousands, right?
Yeah.
We have 55 million Kenyans. And I think this was a photo of...
that was on 9th of May 2016. It was the first site visit to Ngong Breeze.
Yeah, this has to be Ngong View.
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong. Imagine the plots were going for 149,000. Same plots are going for almost a million shillings as we speak. So it's not a joke. People have really benefited. People have resold their plots for 3 times the value of how much they bought. People have built their own houses. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. And I think it is very interesting to see where we have. And we thank God for it. And we thank all our customers who believed in us and made this area what it is today.
Yeah. So when you look at that photo and when you remember that moment, and especially those who believed in what you were selling and they invested, what is that one thing that happened during that transaction that made you feel we actually need to amplify about Ngong area? Maybe through those transactions or something that really changed your perspective about the uptake of Ngong in that moment.
What I would say is that we started with a dream to see where this area, what this area can be in years to come. A residential corridor, maybe bigger and better than Kitengela, but cooler. You can see we are sitting on a red soil.
Yep.
We have the views. The area is so near. Ngong Road is becoming a dual carriage. I mean, all the factors were for us to continue doing this project. But what made us go big is the faith the customer put on us. When what you do in business, you do something called a test. Basically, you test the waters to see whether customers are going to be interested in this location. So when we came, we realized the customers, once we explain the dream that we have, once we explain what it is, what they are going to get from this investment, they can build their own homes for a very low cost. Most customers were able to understand. So when customers came, and this was Ngong View, and we also had Ngong Breeze, they took the uptake was very fast. We felt we need to go higher, look for more land to accommodate the interest of our customers.
The demand.
So the demand. And that's exactly what we did. And I remember after Ngong View, and that was, I think, in 2016, we launched so many other projects in quick succession. I think Gabriel can remember, one of the biggest projects we did then was called Ngong Crescent, phase 1. And that day, when we did the open day, that day when you call people to see the plots, to ask questions, is a customer's day. Remember, we had like how many people on site?
Almost 300, I think, or more.
No, it was not even 300. I think it was, if not 700. We had 16 buses. One bus carries about...
That's a long time.
Yeah, one bus carries about
30
50 to...
30 to 50.
The big ones.
Yeah, the big ones were doing 50.
50 people. You can imagine. We had 16 buses. I counted them.
Yeah.
When we came to that locality, even the people who used to live there were amazed. They thought a president was visiting that location. So what happened is that we had a dream very fast. We explained that dream to our customers who came. They accepted it, and they did invest in our properties. And we decided to even get more estates for them. And that's how we came to have even Akina Ngong Crescent, Ngong Springs, many other projects. Almost 5,000 plots later, those are 5,000 families impacted by our work.
So when you look at Ngong and the moment you visited, and there is something that convinced you, when you compare it, maybe you mentioned Athi River, Kitengela, and other areas, there is a soul about Ngong, something that you cannot find anywhere else. How do you ensure that that soul was transmitted to your customers, and at the same time it is consistent in other projects that you have launched in the Ngong area?
In terms of, I would like to give an analogy to answer your question. What happens, assuming you are looking for a house, either to buy or for rent, what do? You go around. In the city, you go to this estate, you go to this estate, maybe you go to like 5 to 10, then you choose one. But there are places where you go and you feel the house looks okay, it looks good, it is big, but you just don't feel at home. I think that's what you're asking. There's a way you feel once you land to a place where you can call a home. One of the things that we do at Username Investment, we try to what you see here looks like a bush. We want to convert this parcel to an estate. I actually tell people we create gated communities. Communities is about people, it's not about land. We bring people together so that they can grow together, grow their families together. That's why we have gated communities. So there is that soul of projects, and just to make it easier to understand, we ensure that every project we do, we create a place where you can call a home. That's a gated community. What basically we do is, you can see we are already doing roads. I think it's almost done. We create a fence so that to just show that there is a community that is living inside. We do proper beacons. At some point, we used to introduce customers to each other. I mean, we do everything possible to make you feel at home. It's not just a plot investment. It's also an investment to a home. So what we have done, we have created a standard at Username Investment, Username Properties. A standard where our projects have to go through this checklist. So that every time you come, you know, Ukiona project fulani, once you see a certain project, you know this is username properties. That's why you have that road. That's why all the beacons are here.
Yeah.
We are creating a fence as a standard. And if you go to other projects you have done specifically that. So that's how we try to sustain. Also in terms of the organization, customer service, we want you to feel like investment is not a boring activity.
Yeah.
That's something else that is very important to say. It is very important for people to understand investment is not very easy, but it shouldn't be boring.
Yeah.
We make it easier for you. You come, you call, you are taken to site for free, you are shown everything, we answer your question, you make your payment, you pay by installment. Now we have a circle where you can even invest and pay in 3 years. I mean, we just sustain a certain standard to make it so easy for you to invest from one project to another and to meet your personal objectives.
So I have 3 sentences that I want you to complete very fast with quick words, okay? The biggest mistake land buyers make is
trusting people, including relatives, blindly.
What people don't know about red soil is
they grow phenomenal potatoes.
The secret to picking the perfect plot is
ask your wife.
Help me.
Okay. Guys, don't attack me. That's Reuben Kimani for you. So I want to understand about your success about the Ngong area. When you look at the projects that you have done so far to this moment, what are those things that have been like a blueprint that has geared you to that success to this very moment? I understand the customers are a pillar to that, but as username, what are the things that you have done to make sure that you are still very successful in the many projects that you have done so far?
Username came into the market to address a few issues, just to answer your question.
Okay.
And those are the things we have done consistently over time to earn the trust of the customer. Username is called a tradition of trust. It's not a slogan. It's our culture, it's our soul, is what we believe in. We wanted to change the fact that people were not able to trust organization. They were losing their money. So number one, we ensure that we deliver title deeds. Okay. Right now we have done like 20,000 title deeds.
Wow.
And that's something that we have done consistently, one project after another. And I'll tell you, Gabriel, and you know that delivering title deeds in a country like Kenya is not a joke. So we burn the midnight oil. We solve so many problems behind the scene, and we don't tell customers to ensure that you can get that very important document that changes people's lives. The other thing we have done, we have worked very hard and we have a checklist to ensure that we get very good projects where you can build your own home at an affordable price, right?
Yeah.
And then we do all this work of doing the roads, the gates and stuff like that. Basically, we are making it easy as a Kenyan who is working very hard to save and buy a property, to find a place where you can put that money and have a home for your family. And those who are investing, to find plots they can buy like the one for 149 and sell for like right now 1 million shillings. The last thing is something called customer service. We decided very early in the business, and that's something that we have been doing, to give something called first-class customer experience. Very important for us. And I used to say this: every time you come to username investment, you have to be treated with dignity, like a human being.
Yeah.
You are. You have to be treated like somebody who is important. You also have to be treated the same way you would be treated if you went to a very big organization, say like Kenya Commercial Bank. We had to match that level of service. By doing those things, which are very important over the years, we have been able to be trusted by our customer. And that's why we have sold like almost 5,000 units in this particular location.
When you talk of 5,000 units, I want to believe there is somewhere in some of those projects that you feel there is now a community of people. So what is that inspiring story? Maybe a story that you have witnessed molding from just a single individual to a community that you'd want to highlight as part of the things that have pushed username to greater heights.
I think we don't need to go very far. This is the Vineyard phase 2. We have phase 1,
okay,
a very beautiful project.
Yeah.
And one of the projects that inspired me in that area is the phase 1.
Mm.
The way people are able to come together. I don't know how many houses are there.
Mm.
I think we have more than 30 big homes.
Yeah.
And if you go there, you'll be testament, and people have seen. People are not doing small homes. But what inspired me most is the way the community in Vineyard Phase 1 was able to come together. They have been able to do many things. There are people who are able to live there. And I believe those who would like to invest here, we talked about, this thing is 50% sold out. We don't have a very big parcels of land in this area, and that's why you had to do a small project. Those who are going to come here are going to enjoy the very same, that home environment, that the way we have in phase 1. That coming together as a community, the way we have in phase 1.
Yeah.
So that is something that inspires. And there's a customer there actually. Remember, there's a customer who bought a plot in Vineyard Phase 1. That time I remember we were selling for, was it 800 and something?
99?
Yeah, 899, 895, or thereabout. I remember they sold that property for 1.5 million the other day. I know what we are selling here for.
Yeah.
And this is after a year or 2 or 3, and people have built homes here.
Yeah.
So what we are talking about here in phase 2 is another big opportunity. Those who missed phase 1 because it was sold out. I remember even Gabriel, because he's a salesman, he knows there are people who came looking for plots there and they could not get.
Yeah.
Until we decided, let's look for another phase 2 so that we take care of such people. And when you bring phase 2 and you have been waiting, please don't take so long. You might be that customer who came there and they could not find anything.
Yeah.
And you are wondering, what do I do? And these projects are usually very premium, very prime, good everything. I mean, we are doing everything to ensure our customers are comfortable.
Okay. So when you also sell, you get feedback and receive feedback from your customers. Could there be one maybe heartwarming feedback that you ever got from a client and it kept you going as username or as Reuben?
Yeah. Very good. Apart from the customer who was very happy because they were able to make, they bought up about 900, they sold at 1.5, I think a year barely. It was actually a few months. You got a customer, made that huge profit from the project. They were very happy. He's a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Right? Apart from that, I'm actually going to read you an email here, and I know this customer will watch. I hope they will not have a problem.
Sure.
In the year 2019, we went to the US. I'll not mention the name of the customer. And this customer has bought many properties with that, including Nakuru. Actually, they built in Nakuru. They have a very big home there. They live in the US.
Okay.
They sent an email to me a few days ago, and I was very impressed. They were asking for some help, some documents. By the way, if you invest with us, unlike the people who invest, you buy a random plot somewhere in Kitengela, in Syokimau or Ngong. When you come to companies like Username, when you need help in the future, we are there for you. The offices are open. That's why we say you always need to invest with companies, organizations. They have continuity, people you can trust.
Yeah.
And even your relatives many years later, we have your documentation. So let me read very fast. Hi Reuben, I received your document that I had requested. Thank you so much. Your team is still the best in KE, that is Kenya. Someone mentioned the SACCO, and I wanted to let you know I'm working on my registration right now. They're also registering for a SACCO.
Okay.
I trust Username, and I'm looking forward to investing with you.
Wow.
For your information, I completed my house in Nakuru. You should stop by sometime. I'll attach a picture here. Buying from Username was the best idea, and I'm so glad I did.
Wow.
I wouldn't have gotten where I am with my house if I hadn't invested with your company. That is the photo.
This is a very beautiful house.
This is an email I have, and I have many others,
Yeah.
and I think this touched me. This is a few days ago.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, the work that we do, when we tell you to come invest with us, we also know that we are trying to also impact and transform people's lives.
Okay.
And we are very happy to do that.
All right. Reuben, if the Ngong Hills were to speak and say something to a potential buyer, what would they say?
I think they would say, this is the closest you'll ever be to me. Buy now.
Oh, okay. Guys, sales. So I want you to give us like a Reuben Kimani litmus where you can be able to give someone a hint when they want to see the potential of an area. What are the things that they need to look at?
The easiest way is to find out where are people going.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not talking about migration like in the Bible. Where are people going in terms of settlement? Where are people going to stay?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, where are people going to build their own homes in big numbers in the next 5 to 10 years?
Okay.
How do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Number one is usually the distance from a city. We have something called urbanization. Every year, 500,000 people in Kenya move to urban centers. When they come to Nairobi because they are working, doing business, they need a place where you build your own home.
Yeah.
Like you might have come from one part of
The country.
the country, I came from another. I'm not going there in the village.
Yeah.
So you find out, for example, if you are in the year 2000, we have Mwai Kibaki, who came in 2003 as a president.
Yeah.
He came with different policies as a government. And one of the things that happened, he did Thika Superhighway. Immediately, people started moving there. What happens to property prices? They go up.
They went up, yeah.
We also have Kitengela and places. Why? Because they are near the city. So, just to make it short, number one, check where people are going by just checking areas that are near major cities or major development, like the way you have Konza City.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number two, you have to check. Number one is the distance from major cities.
Yeah.
Like we work, like in Houston, we work, we barely like 50 kilometers from the
CBD.
city.
Yeah.
Number two, you check that there are developments that are coming. We have Thika Road before they come. Before they come,
Before
not
they
after.
come. Yeah.
Like right now, if you go to the Ministry of, I think it's the Ministry of Planning or something like that, we have that map about the roads that are going to be done. We also have the Vision 2030. Actually, as Username Invest, one of the documents that have helped us a lot is the Vision 2030.
Yeah.
Talks about Konza City, the superhighways, we have universal health coverage and many other things, but we are more focused on where the developments are coming. So what you do is very simple. You need to do research.
Yeah.
Basic research. Once you do that, you go and invest there way before.
So when you look back, maybe 10, 15 years ago, when you first came to Ngong, I'm sure when you were scouting for land, you had the prices then, and the value of the land definitely has appreciated by the fact that you have done a lot of projects in this area. How do you compare the pricing of an acre of a land back then and now?
Amazing. I mean, their precision has been very, very steep.
Yeah.
Just to answer you, I think it was between 500,000 to 1,000,000 shillings. Right now, a place like we are talking about 7 to 10 million shillings per acre, depending, of course, with distance from tarmac, the terrain, and many other factors. You can imagine all those years. There are people who bought an acre here and they are making a lot of money from it. Just to give you a story, this lady who was selling land to us, almost 100 acres, somewhere next to Ngong Crescent. And I remember we pushed her, we usually negotiate. We sit down, we talk. It's a long process.
Yeah.
We do due diligence. So we negotiated, we finished everything, but we pushed her so hard because we could see the opportunity, the dream I was talking about.
Yeah.
We wanted our customers to come and buy.
Yeah.
They would have bought properties for maybe that time, maybe 100,000, 150,000.
Yeah.
But then when we pushed this lady, she wondered why we were so persistent, and she felt there's something we were not telling her.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So one day she called me and told me, Reuben, there's something you know that many people don't know. And that's why you really want to buy this land. And that's how the deal went down, unfortunately. We never bought that land. I hear she sold the land the other day, of course, for millions of shillings.
Yeah.
From almost 500,000, the land is going for almost 5 million shillings. So she did not lose.
Yeah.
Those are the dreams we saw. And every time we tell you, as a customer, you come and buy from us. We have done a lot of research.
Yeah.
We know you are going to benefit from the projects that you are buying. Like this one, phase 2, honestly. Come and buy here and maybe it will be like 5 million shillings in the next 2 to 5 years from
1.2.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Reuben, this is Vineyard Ngong phase 2. Having launched this project, and of course you want customers to buy it, but is there one particular parcel or portion that you'd want to, you are very much tempted to keep for yourself?
I like all of them, but definitely I can choose one. Come, I show you.
Okay. So if you have watched it this far, you're not just interested in the conversation. It also means that you're planning to buy a portion of land in this very specific area. But there's only one way to do that. So call the number on your screen or visit the website and plan for a site visit. You come here and select and be a part of this amazing place. I am enjoying the weather. You should own this place. You're welcome. So having brought customers to the site visit and interacted, there are those who buy and there are those who don't. Could there be a story, maybe a very short one, of someone you remember who wanted to buy and maybe they backed out, and you can feel the pain in that loss maybe at that moment?
I remember when we started selling, I told you we used to, actually you showed a photo of me selling. That's what we used to do.
Yeah.
There's this lady who came to the site 3 times. And every time we have some time to remember what we used to do, usually remember that lady. I'm not going to mention names. She came to the site 3 times in one of our projects, initial projects. She came the first time, the second time because you have free site visit, and the third time. And because we used to push our customer, that follow-up mechanism, because you want to know what the customer is saying, and the plots are moving very fast. Eventually, she did not buy. This indecision, and many people are affected by this. You see a project, you come and see, you keep saying, do I buy, do I not? You ask your spouse, you ask the neighbors. Eventually, you hear it is sold out. Ukikaka after a few years, the plots have gone up 3 times, and now you are regretting. This particular, they never bought, but they kept in touch. And you can see the pain of regret. You can actually see how this person feel like they lost, because the plots they did not buy for almost 200,000 are going for 1 million shillings. And you go to those estates, people have built homes. So this is something that I would not wish someone else. If you come for a site visit and you like a project, don't take so long to make a decision, because there are many other Kenyans who are also looking at the same. Our work is to ensure that if it's sold out, we bring you others to ensure that your needs are met. Please don't take too long to make decisions when you are making investments, especially properties. Other people are going to partake of the opportunity maybe God was presenting to you. But when you came and you had maybe a way out, and I knew this person had money because I know them. So I feel for them, but right now they learned the lesson, and they have bought other properties, though they have appreciated. And by this, something else I have to say. If you realize you made a mistake long time ago where investment is concerned, this is the time to correct now, not tomorrow. So the next time you come to this project, this vineyard phase 2, and you did not buy phase 1 because you dallied, maybe a relative discouraged you, unajua watu wanaibiwa kwa mashamba, username you have issued 20,000 title. We don't do that thing. Please come, we'll show you the title deeds. Right now we are giving in 30 days. And we'll show you everything you need to come with a lawyer to remove those doubts. But please make a decision as fast as you can.
There's something you said about the Ngong Hills. If they were to speak, that this is the closest I can ever get.
To me.
Yes, to the Ngong Hills, yes. I'm curious to know, when you look at, of course, how prime Ngong Vineyard phase 2 is, how much of prime land is still left in the Ngong area, whereby someone can have maybe a time frame and saying, you know, I can give myself 2 more years and I'll still get such a prime area?
The thing is, in terms of land you can get, though there has been a lot of subdivision, estates have been created. But it keeps becoming less. But like one of my friends who keeps saying, the parcels will still be there, though they may reduce. Isaac, like here in this area, it's very hard to get a parcel like this one. Because they are reducing in terms of quantity. But the price will become so hard on you. Why should you wait for 2 more years to buy at 3 million shillings instead of 1.2?
Right now.
Right now.
And that price is all inclusive of title processing.
And remember, in 2 years' time, actually you remember everything that you did 2 years. Look at today is 2025.
Yep.
Look at 2023. Sini juzi tu.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing has changed. But if you made a decision there, your life would have changed.
It would be very different.
Yes.
Okay. So for an investor who's coming on board right now, and they're buying a portion of the Ngong Vineyard Phase 2, paint a picture to them. In the next 5 years, what do they expect to see here?
This particular area, for you to paint a picture, for you to predict the future, you look at the past.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
For me to predict the next 5 years, I look at the past 5 years in this particular area. The past 5 years, you not have seen these mansions and villas that you see around here.
Yeah.
We have one behind us. So in the next 5 years, what happens with developments? They are exponential. What I mean is, zinaanza kidogo kidogo, then there's a time it reaches, then they blow up.
Yeah.
This area is going to blow up in the next 5 years because most people are human beings like me. They want to see other people in a community building so that they can also join in and start. We are human beings. We are community beings, relationships, right?
Sure.
And because people cannot already see the evidence of people building, I expect so many people to start building in the next 5 years in this place. So what we expect is this area will be like Tengela, and it might even become better than Rongai and some places in Thika Road. We already have tarmac here, and this road here is also getting some tarmac, this small section.
Yeah.
Because you already have tarmac. Is it a kilometer away? Or thereabout?
Yeah, like a kilometer.
Yeah, like a kilometer away.
Yeah.
So everything is perfect for you to be able to build your own home here for your family.
So for someone who's maybe seated on the fence and they are not decided yet if they should buy here, what message would you have for them?
I don't want to feel sorry for them if they are just seated there and they are not buying, especially if God has given you the capability to make a purchase.
Yeah.
But most people will tell you, Gabriel, would say, I don't have that money. I usually ask, most of us, the way we schooled, our parents did not have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Those parents and those people who are older than us who have homes, most of them were civil servants, earning like 6,000 to 10,000 per month, but they have home. How are they able to do that? They look like magicians.
Yeah.
So if you are just seated down there and you are maybe worried, anxious, and stuff like that, and yet you have a small income somewhere, you need to work smart. Let me advise you. Number one, the people who can afford to pay cash payments, maybe you made you work somewhere, you are given per diems, maybe for small businesses you got a tender, kuja ununue.
Yeah.
Your future self will thank you for that. There's another category of people who have very small or little salaries, right? What you do, you can pay via installment, which you are giving up to 1 year's username investment, right?
Yeah.
If that is also difficult for you, we are working smart. That's why we have username circle. Come and join. The circle will allow you to pay for 3 years. You just need to raise the small deposit, right?
Yeah.
And people can even sell their phones, a few things here and there, and then you raise that. Because a home is important for your family, right?
Yes, definitely.
There are also those who can join together, and chamas have helped so many. You realize I cannot be able to own this plot alone, but if I pull a few friends, kwanza tununulie mtu mmoja, I can be able to purchase.
Yeah.
Those are smart ways, and that's how our parents were able to do this. They did table banking. They took circle loans. That's why you have to join a circle. Some of them negotiated to pay via installments. I mean, just work smart. And that's why you'll find some projects are sold out. Unauliza Wakenya wanatoa pesa wapi? Hawana pesa mingi. By the way, people are working smart.
They are working
so
smart.
Please don't stay there saying I don't have money.
Yeah.
And for those who don't have either businesses or jobs, I think your biggest work right now is to look for a job or an opportunity if you left high school.
Yeah.
For those who have a small income, I've already given you a more Kenya or a way to be able to own this property because you have been there, done that.
I have 3 rapid short sentences that I want you to give me 1 or 2 words that fit that sentence that come off your mind pretty fast. Okay? Ready?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. First one, red soil.
Fertile future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second one, water outside.
Liquid gold.
Right? Then lastly, the Ngong Vineyard Phase 2.
Last train living.
Last train living.
Yes.
Perfect. As we come to the conclusion of this conversation, which I really appreciate your time to come, I would want you maybe to say something to someone who's listening and they feel convinced about the project, about the potential of Ngong area, but maybe they feel they need someone who they can trust or they need time to discuss and think about this area. What message could you have for people like those who want and are interested to invest?
For those who are watching, I think they have been very patient. One thing that is very clear to me, most people are afraid to invest purely because of the fear nitaibiwa.
Okay.
I'll be conned. Real estate people con others. I will tell you 95% of the real estate companies do a good job. And username is always #1 in that list. People who lead it, we sacrifice a lot to ensure that you can get that title deed. There are people who are not spending their nights well to ensure that they do a good job because this sector is not easy.
Yeah.
So if you are there, you are discouraged, you are afraid, there are people like username who are doing a good job. How do you know that? Their track record. For the last more than 10 years, 20,000 title deeds. Ukiangalia hivi ukitafuta utasikia customer wa username. Come to our site visit, we'll show you like phase 1. Si tunapitia hapo. See people who have built their homes.
Yeah.
Si walipata title, they are living their families.
Yeah.
Take a step of faith. For those who don't have money, because people say I don't have money, yet they receive income every month.
Yeah.
I think in the previous question I've handled that. Join a circle, pay by installment, pull other friends. You come together and then you buy one at a time like table banking. That's how our parents were able to pay our school fees. That's how they were able to build homes in the past. And we can do it as young people, or if you are listening to me today.
Yeah.
Please don't be discouraged. Make a move. Usikae tu hivyo. And I also wanted to say, whether you take action or not, whether you buy this plot or not, life will still move on.
Yeah.
Kenyans, we measure our time by elections.
Yeah.
The next election will find you here and nothing will have changed. Time will move whether you invest or not. So the best thing, invest today, but in the next election cycle, you'll have a plot that is worth like 3 times more.
Yeah.
For some of us, we will have a home for our family. What kind of a joy can you have if you're able to do that? So we are here to support you. We have companies like Username, that's why we are here. We are working very hard to ensure that your dreams as a person, those desires that you have, they come true.
Yeah. Thank you again for listening in. And one thing that I want to remind you that about the Ngong Vineyard Ngong, now they are selling phase 2. And as you can hear from Reuben, is that this area is not only appreciating and the price is going up, it's a question of if you can't buy now, will you still afford it even tomorrow if at all the area is available for you to buy? So that's a question that you might be able to think through as you plan. But most importantly, call the numbers on your screen, visit the website, talk to the username team, and they'll be glad to welcome you on board and give you something that can be of value to you, not necessarily even now, but also in the near future for your family and even for investment, and especially for those who are buying for speculation. So thank you again, Reuben, for creating time to be with us. I really appreciate so much.
I hope somebody benefited from this.
Sure. Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Okay. Asanteni sana.